So good evening, guys. And welcome back. Welcome to those who are watching this session on my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. This is Pawan from MGM IT Training. So, and this is my YouTube channel, guys. If any point of time, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? If you want to quickly refer to that, so you can search for performance testing live training, Pawan MGM IT, and this is my YouTube channel, guys. So subscribe and turn on all notifications. We are conducting some free trainings as well, apart from this paid training. So we are conducting some free trainings as well. So I will not go into the introduction part and all those. So this batch was already started a week back, and I'm going to start load runner in the evening batch from today. Okay. So this is the batch tracker. For every batch, we do have a batch tracker. And these are the concepts that are covered till now. So I will share this batch tracker to everyone. Once you confirm your joining, I'll share this batch tracker, guys. Okay. So till now we discussed like what are the few performance testing fundamentals. What is performance testing? What is test life cycle, performance testing life cycle? What is requirement gathering? Right? What is a test plan document? A request response cycle? Right? And yesterday I gave a sample application walkthrough and different request methods. We started HTTP request methods, and yesterday we covered get and post, and today morning we covered put, delete, and patch, right? And now, we have couple of fundamental concepts which are pending, what is a V user, like what are the client side metrics like hits per second, throughput. So that I will cover in the morning batch. So today I want to start with why do we need a tool for doing performance testing? Okay. What is the requirement? What is the requirement for a performance testing tool? Okay. And we already discussed what is performance testing, and I already explained it. What is performance testing, right? So what is performance testing, guys? Those who joined the previous sessions, what is performance testing?
To measure performance and application like reliability, scalability.
No, what is performance testing first of all?
Yeah, performance testing is a non-functional testing to
Non-functional,
perform
yeah.
or evaluate the application and under the load of stress conditions. It
Right.
generally measures the terms and speed of this stability and scalability of the user activity.
Right. So performance testing is a non-functional testing to measure or to determine an application's speed, stability, scalability, and reliability. Right. And now, if you want to do performance testing, right? So can we do it without any tool? Can we do performance testing without? And one more thing we discussed is like how do we do performance testing? We already discussed, performance testing, at a high level. Right. So how do we do performance testing, guys?
Using tool.
Huh?
By using JMeter and LoadRunner.
Right. By using JMeter or LoadRunner scripts, right? And we also discussed that first we identify what are the critical business flows of the application, isn't it? We identify what are the critical business flows of the application and we execute those scripts under the target user load, isn't it? So we simulate the important business flows of any application that we are going to test, and we test the application under the target user load or predefined concurrency, isn't it? Now, can we do performance? So can we do performance testing manually, right? So why do we require a tool for doing performance testing? Suppose if you want to do performance testing manually, right? So there should be someone who will be, you should engage, suppose if you want to test application with 10 people, right? Or you want to see the application performance, how is the application performance? Let's say when 10 users are accessing the application, of course, it is very low, it is very less user load, right? But if you want to test with 10 users, you have to engage 10 users and 10 computers, and then there should be someone who can coordinate them. So this is without using any tool, guys. This is the scenario. Practically not possible, of course, right? But if you want to do manually, So, you have to engage those many number of testers and those many number of machines, and, we should coordinate them, right? And do you have the testing resources like testing personnel or client machines? And then it's very challenging to synchronize all the users. Even though if you are able to synchronize, it's very difficult to collect and analyze the results, isn't it? So there should be someone who will be saying like, all of you click the go button, or all of you click the login button, and then see how much is the response time. Again, it's practically not possible to collect and analyze all the results from all the machines, isn't it? And then if you want to repeat the test also, it's very practically not at all possible to do performance testing manually without using any tool, isn't it? Suppose in this diagram, like you can see this, there are some testers and there are some machines from which they are generating the load on the application, isn't it? So suppose if you assume that this is your system under test or application under test, now all these users will be generating load on the system, right? And they will get some response times. But again, it's very difficult, or it's practically not possible to collect and analyze all those results from different machines, isn't it? Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
And even if you want to, achieve the test repeatability, if you want to repeat the test also, again, it's very difficult, right? So most of the applications will be having thousands and lakhs of users, right? Most of the web applications, let's say IRCTC or HDFCbank.com or ICICIbank.com, if you take any web application or any desktop application or any mobile app, right, there will be thousands and lakhs of users, right? So definitely we cannot do that manually, isn't it? We cannot do performance testing for any application manually, and that is why we go for some performance testing tool like LoadRunner or JMeter or NeoLoad. And there are a lot of performance testing tools in the market, and here is the list of popular tools in the market, right? First comes OpenText LoadRunner. So recently this OpenText has acquired OpenText has acquired Micro Focus. Okay. So previously it was called as, before this acquisition, it was called as, initially LoadRunner was called as Mercury LoadRunner, because, Mercury is the organization which developed that LoadRunner. Initially it was called as Mercury LoadRunner, and then HP bought it from Mercury and it was called as, HP LoadRunner, and then Micro Focus bought that from Micro Focus, an organization called a software organization called Micro Focus has acquired that, my LoadRunner from them, and it was called as, Micro Focus LoadRunner for some time. And in 2023, recently, Micro Focus was acquired by OpenText, right? So that's why, I named it as OpenText LoadRunner. Okay. And it is a licensed tool. And so this is one of the popular performance testing tool, which was developed in 1999, right? It's almost 24 years into the market, and it is a pioneer tool. It is one of the first tool for performance testing, right? It is a pioneer in the sense it is the first tool for doing performance testing. Clear, guys? And it was developed by Mercury, an organization called Mercury, in 1999. Later it was acquired by HP Enterprise in 2006, and then 2016. LoadRunner was acquired by Micro Focus, and then 2023, Micro Focus was acquired by OpenText. Clear, guys? So this is so our LoadRunner is a licensed tool, and then you have popular open source tool like Apache JMeter, and then NeoLoad is another tool from Tricentis. Right now, NeoLoad is owned by Tricentis. Again, it is a licensed tool. And then you have something called K6, and then RadView WebLoad, Micro Focus Silk Performer, right? And IBM RPT, this is the performance testing tool which was developed by IBM, obviously, and which is a licensed tool again. And then apart from this, you have some tools like Gatling, Locust, Grinder, open source tools like Gatling, Locust, Grinder, and then Load Ninja, LoadView, LoadUI Pro, etc., etc. There are tens of performance testing tools. However, so LoadRunner and JMeter are the most popular from around, from their inception, from around 20 years, they are the most popular tools in the market. And if you today also, like till date, if you see any JD, any job description, right, you mostly see that LoadRunner and JMeter only, isn't it? Let me quickly show you some openings for, performance testing openings. Spot offer it seems, guys. Okay. And what is the requirement? What are they looking for? They're looking for, yes, performance test engineer, 3 to 8 years experience. Okay. 3 to 8 years experience. Performance testing using JMeter. JMeter is mandatory and other performance testing tools. Clear, guys? JMeter is mandatory for them, and they are also expecting some experience in any other performance testing tool like LoadRunner or NeoLoad. So these are the most popular tools in the market nowadays, right? I have marked those three. I have highlighted those three in the first list, first set of tools, right? Apart from this, like you have some, server side monitoring tools. I'll cover this. We'll discuss this later. So for now, so let me start with this LoadRunner tool. Okay. Now, as we discussed, right? So LoadRunner is a 24 years old tool almost, right? It's a 24 years old tool, and it supports various development tools, technologies, and communication protocols. And in fact, this is the only tool in the market which supports such large number of protocols to conduct performance testing, right? It is the only tool in the market which supports such large number of protocols. And how many protocols does LoadRunner support?
Around 34.
Around 34
Yeah.
protocols, right? Right. And it allows users to test robust internet applications and Web 2.0 technologies, ERP, and CRM applications and legacy applications like mainframes, right? So you can test almost any application, right from legacy applications like mainframes applications till latest rich internet applications, okay, using LoadRunner. And uh, for JMeter has a limitation. It cannot be used for SAP GUI application or CBEL application, right? However, LoadRunner supports those applications as well. Popular ERP applications like SAP GUI and all this, and CRM applications like CBEL CRM, right? And the latest CRM applications as well. So clear, guys. So it allows most powerful tool, and most it is a pioneer tool. This is one of the first tools in the market for performance testing, and most costliest tool as well. So LoadRunner is the most costliest tool out of all these list of performance testing tools. LoadRunner license is very costly. Now, how can you use that is LoadRunner provides 1 year trial version, which is a good news really, isn't it? Before that, till last year it used to provide unlimited trial version. So however, from 2023 onwards, so it has been providing 1 year trial version only. Clear, guys? And it is not only pioneer tool in performance testing, but still a market leader in the performance testing paradigm. Okay. And in a recent assessment, LoadRunner has about 50% market share. Maybe, it came down to 40%. 42 market share is still, for LoadRunner, market share is still 40 to 50%. So a single tool having, 40% market share, even if it is having 40% market share. So, I mean, this may be a old number. So right now it may be still having 40% market share, but still, when you have tens of performance testing tools, a single tool having 40% market share is not a small thing, right? Yes or no, guys?
Yeah, Pawan.
Okay. And now it supports rich internet applications, RIA, rich internet applications, Web 2.0. So 0 is read as we discussed, we know that, most of you know that. And then it supports, Web 2.0 technologies like HTTP, HTML, Ajax, Flex, and Silverlight, etc. We can do performance testing for mobile applications, SAP GUI applications, SAP web applications, Oracle, and then Microsoft SQL Server, Citrix applications, remote terminal emulation, and mail, and above all, Windows socket. So these are the different protocols or different technologies which are supported by LoadRunner. Clear, guys? Now, so these are the features of LoadRunner, some of the features of LoadRunner. It has interactive user transaction simulation. So before discussing all these, technical jargon, so first of all, I'll tell you, like as most of you know, a good news that LoadRunner, we need not write any code from scratch, right? Isn't it? So that is
Yeah,
the
Pawan.
beauty of performance testing career. So you need not write any code from scratch. Your tool, whatever performance testing tool you are using, most of these tools are record and playback tools. You can record the script and you can generate the script. Tool will generate the script. And of course, you need to modify the script as per your requirement, right? We need to do some script enhancements as per our requirement. However, we need not write any code from scratch. We need not have any programming knowledge, hands-on knowledge on or hands-on experience on coding, not required, isn't it? And those who already, few of you already completed LoadRunner here. I mean, completed JMeter here, and couple of you are from our previous LoadRunner batch, right? So you already know that, right? So tool will generate the script and we need not write any code from scratch and we don't require any programming knowledge. So this is a performance testing is a low coding or no coding career, right? With another important thing is
Good package.
high package. It offers
Yeah.
a package career with high package, right? Isn't it? Now, yeah, okay. Let me show you a couple of other openings, guys. And let us see, just to give you an idea about, the job market, I just want to show you some openings, guys. Okay. So performance test engineer, Cygnus Data Mathematics, Bangalore. And then you have a couple of openings for Photo Technologies, Mumbai. And let me open few other mails. Okay. So this is for Bangalore 4 to 9 years experience, good end-to-end performance testing experience, and able to create performance test scenarios, workload models, etc. Should have strong experience in tools such as JMeter and BlazeMeter. And by the way, I created one WhatsApp group and I started one free training on BlazeMeter, right? Through my YouTube channel, right? So I hope most of you saw that introduction session. So if not, please watch that introduction session on BlazeMeter. So BlazeMeter is becoming more popular, and this is also becoming part of the JD and mandatory skill set, isn't it? You can see here, you can see a couple of JDs where BlazeMeter is also being asked along with JMeter. And what is
Excuse me,
BlazeMeter?
Pawan. I have one question here. Can you please tell me about more detail about the BlazeMeter? Why we can use it as?
Okay. So basically, when you are, if you want to do performance testing with JMeter scripts, right? So you are running a test, we need to execute the test in non-GI mode. So we cannot see anything, except unless until we use some open source tools like InfluxDB, Grafana, or if you integrate JMeter with ElkStack. So other than that, you will not be able to visualize any metrics, okay, with JMeter, because JMeter, when you are running tests in JMeter, so basically you need to execute the test in non-GI mode, right?
Yes.
So I believe you have some knowledge or
Yes.
I have good idea, good amount of idea of on JMeter, right?
Yes.
So now, BlazeMeter provides a web interface for JMeter. So simply, when you are if you want to do any performance testing with JMeter scripts, instead of executing that from non-GI mode, you can use BlazeMeter, and it provides a wonderful UI, user interface.
It means it will show the data how it will run, say like that.
What is that?
It will show the data like non-GMID. It will don't show the results. How it will getting pass and fail.
Correct.
Okay.
Whereas, when you run the test JMeter scripts in BlazeMeter, using BlazeMeter, you can visualize all the metrics, like you can see the average response time, hits per second, throughput, client-side metrics, and all this while you are running the test. Okay.
In non-GA as well, right?
Internally, BlazeMeter uses JMeter only. So basically, using BlazeMeter, you can do performance testing using JMeter scripts, or you can do automation testing using Selenium scripts, etc. Or you can do again performance testing with Gatling or Locust. So these are the different tools supported
Got
by BlazeMeter.
Yes, got it. Thank you so much.
And also, it is a SaaS-based solution. BlazeMeter is a SaaS-based solution.
Okay.
It's a pure SaaS-based solution, and it is nothing but Taurus in cloud, and it is the easiest to use load testing tool in the market. and it is it has 100% open source compatibility. So with tools like, we can run the scripts, JMeter scripts or Selenium scripts, Grinder, Gatling, etc. And we can also, generate load from multiple geographies using AWS or Azure or GCP cloud instances, right? And it is massively scalable. So with JMeter, so, we cannot achieve this much user load, isn't it? So with JMeter, suppose if you are using standalone JMeter instance, so you can hardly run tests with, say 5,000 or 10,000 users or, comfortably. But, but if you want to go beyond that, right? So JMeter crashes, it's actually resource intensive, right? And it consumes a lot of CPU and a lot of memory, right? But if you use this BlazeMeter, which is a SaaS-based solution, you can scale the user load, maximum user load, and then, it provides advanced result analysis and top-notch reporting. Reporting features are excellent, whereas with JMeter, the default report of JMeter is very basic report, whereas JMeter provides, this BlazeMeter provides a very good very good reporting features, and we can compare different test runs. So all these are the advantages that you get with BlazeMeter, which I already explained, or that is already available on my YouTube channel as a free public video. So please go through that. So I'll share the link in the Zoom chat.
In this course, you are also giving more detail about BlazeMeter as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
So when you say BlazeMeter, some people assume that it is about, we are talking about BlazeMeter Chrome plugin, but that is not the case.
Yes, I have the idea on that Chrome plugin
Right.
to record that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So BlazeMeter is more than that. So that is just a Chrome plugin. That's it. But BlazeMeter is more than that. I'll log in and, please go through this recorded session. So I'm sharing that, that link in the Zoom chat, right? So this is a public video or free video on.
Okay.
Okay. Now going back to this, where are we, guys? Yeah. So going back to LoadRunner, so it supports, interactive user transaction simulation, supports wide range of apps that we discussed in the previous slide. It supports mobile testing and cloud testing and continuous testing and root cause analytics. So we'll discuss more on this. We'll revisit all of these terms, again in the training, in the regular training. And these are few protocols, important protocols supported by LoadRunner. And then this is the LoadRunner architecture. Again, we will discuss this once we complete the scripting, and before starting the test executions, we will discuss this in detail. So I'm not going to cover that now. So I want to, I want to discuss what are the hardware requirements for LoadRunner, right? So before that, I asked everyone to upgrade your, do the Windows updates, right? Is it done, guys, everyone? And now these are the hardware requirement. This is the hardware requirement for installing LoadRunner tool. So you need to have, recommended one is 8-core CPU, and recommended RAM is 16 GB. That is recommended, or you should have at least 8 GB RAM, right? The recommended, this is the required, the recommended hardware requirement. So recommended is 16 GB, but minimum is 8 GB RAM, right? So if anyone is having 4 GB RAM, so right, so please upgrade it as soon as possible. If you have 6 GB, that is also fine. That would be enough. But if you have only 4 GB RAM on your system, try to add another 4 GB RAM. Clear, guys? To make it 8 GB, right? If you already have 8 GB, well and good. So that would be enough. That is the minimum required configuration. And available hard disk space should be recommended is 100 gigs of hard disk space. SSD drive is recommended. However, 50 gigs of RAM is also sufficient. And coming to the software requirement, so these are the software requirements. So this is the operating system requirement. Let me clear the drawings. So this is the operating system requirement. So you should have at least Windows 8 on your machine. So this is, guys, this is for LoadRunner 2022. And I think for LoadRunner 2023 also, the software configuration is same, requirement is same. So you should have minimum Windows 8. 10 or 11 would be good. Those are the recommended one. So you can just Google search for my LoadRunner 2023 system requirements. Go to the link system support matrix, and you can quickly check that this is for version 2023, guys. It will be almost same. So hardware and software requirements will be almost same for 2022 and 2023, as you can see here, right? Oh, okay. So for 2023, it doesn't support Windows 8. So you should have at least Windows 10. And of course, like most of you have, I believe no one is having Windows 8 on your machine. If anyone is having by any chance, please upgrade it to Windows 10. So Windows 10 is the recommended one for 2023. But if you have Windows 8, I can share the LoadRunner 2022 version also. I have LoadRunner 2022 version as well. Clear, guys? Right? And yeah, browser, of course, Google Chrome recommended, and these are recommended screen resolution, etc., etc. And now before installing LoadRunner, so please do Windows updates. So this is what I am talking about. Before you install any components on a Windows machine, means install any LoadRunner component on a Windows machine, make sure that the full set of Windows updates has been installed, or install the Windows updates listed below. So please check for Windows update and install them, and then attempt to install this LoadRunner software on your machine. Clear, guys? I will take a break here. Any queries so far? I'll take a pause here. Any queries, guys?
Yes, Pawan, I have some queries. How many months this course will duration?
Okay. The course will be for like 60 to 80 hours. So as we already completed, around 15 hours. So for performance testing fundamentals, it will be another 60 hours.
Okay.
So 2 months in terms of number of days or months, it will be 2 months.
Okay. In JMeter, I have some knowledge. In JMeter, we don't require any coding language. In LoadRunner, we need to any coding language. Is it required?
The answer is yes and no. So why? Because not all projects require custom coding. Every project doesn't require custom coding. So 1 in 10 projects or 1 in 5 projects may require some custom coding. Again, not in those 1 in 10 projects also, every script doesn't require custom coding. Okay. So on an average, in any project, there will be 15 to 20 scripts or 10 to 20 scripts. Okay. On an average, there will be 10 to 20 important business flows for which we develop the scripts. So
Okay, it is
some
based on
of the
project,
scripts
right?
may require custom coding, not all the scripts.
Okay. Basically, why I'm asking means
Yeah.
I am from mechanical
Let me
background.
finish. Sorry, let me finish. So LoadRunner is based on ANSI C language. LoadRunner is developed using ANSI C language. And you can use either C language or JavaScript with LoadRunner, but mostly, most of the performance testing units use C language. The script will be developed using C language. Okay. I mean, C programming language will be selected by default. So we'll not do anything. But if you want to write some custom coding, mostly we write you C language code. And that too, there will be hardly like 5 to 10 C language functions, which we need to know and apply. Hardly 5 to 10, that's it. So, and I will cover all those. So whatever, C language fundamentals that you need to know, C language fundamentals that you need to know, will be covered in the training. And I will cover some important C language functions that we will be using in this LoadRunner tool. Okay. There are a couple of important, C language functions. Let me quickly show that. Yeah. So these are the important C language functions like strcmp, strlen, a2a, I2a, fopen, fprint, file operations. There are a couple of file operations that we may need to use. And again, not every project requires this and not every script requires this. Okay. So maybe 1 in 10 scripts may be requiring this, C language functions or keywords and all this. but majority of the scripts doesn't require to use these, any of these C language functions or keywords or conditions or loops. Any other queries, guys? Yeah, you are sorry, I had interrupted you. You can please go ahead and complete your query.
No, that's it. That's it. Thank you.
That was your question.
Yes.
Okay. Any other queries from anyone else? And guys, please save my WhatsApp number. Otherwise, you will not get updates on the next demo sessions. Okay. So you can join demo sessions for free. I mean, you can join this LoadRunner evening batch till this weekend. Okay. However, if you want to receive the meeting ID and all this, so please save my WhatsApp number. And we have a separate WhatsApp group for every batch. I have one separate WhatsApp group for inquiries and WhatsApp group for every batch. Right. So I will share the link with you. So please join that inquiries WhatsApp group till you confirm your joining. So once you confirm your joining, so I will be adding you to the corresponding WhatsApp group. So this is the WhatsApp. This is my WhatsApp group for September 2023 batch, and this batch will be completed by this weekend, right? So we started JMeter batch in July. So whole July, mid of July, I think. So I covered performance testing for fundamentals in July, in the month of July, and then we started JMeter in August. So August and September. So this batch is getting closed by end of this month. Okay. So in terms of number of days, like it will be 2 months, and number of hours, it will be 60 to 80 hours of the training. Any other queries, guys?
Pawan, after completing this course, will you show us any opportunities? Will you prepare us for any interviews like that?
Yes. So this is a training and placement program. So I explained all those in my first demo session. Okay.
Okay, I don't have knowledge and I am not attended. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, sure. Understood. So I gave first demo for this batch on, 9th September. So I'll share, please go through this. I will share the recorded session. So we provide training and placement assistance, right? And for freshers as well as experienced.
Okay.
And for every batch, we have a playlist URL. And please, can you please ping me your Gmail ID, those who joined today or, those who did not join any session before. Can you please ping me your Gmail ID in WhatsApp to me separately?
Okay.
Or if, in the Zoom chat. And when you are sharing the email ID in Zoom chat, select host name. Don't select everyone. So if you don't want to share it to everyone, so select the host and, share your Gmail ID. I'll share the course contents document, right? So I have 2 course contents documents, one for LoadRunner, the other one for JMeter. So I'll share this, course content document to your Gmail. So this is my course content document for LoadRunner 2023. And as well as, let me quickly show you. So let me quickly show you this. So I'll be covering these. See, these concepts are almost covered. And, we are, introduction is already done. And then you have, these are the complete course list of course contents, for as part of this training. So I'll be covering web protocol and web services and API testing as part of the training. Clear this? So API testing is very popular and, in much demand nowadays. And then, so, we have separated the course contents for freshers as well as, experienced guys. So experienced guys, they require a couple of more concepts than freshers. So I think, I think this is not the latest document. 1 second, guys. Yeah. So I think, I have separated that in this document. Yes. So all these concepts are mandatory for everyone. And now at the end of the document, I listed some concepts which are required for experienced guys, like Java concepts, JVisual VM, execution, reporting, BlazeMeter, JMeter InfluxDB, JMeter integration with InfluxDB, Grafana, Telegraph, and Elk Stack, and JMeter integration with APM tools like AppD. Right. So I have, these are optional for freshers, but mandatory for experienced guys. I should be having a similar, document for LoadRunner as well. So I'll share it. I'll share it to your Gmail. I received Gmail only from one of you, from Ali. Arjun, can you please ping me your Gmail ID on WhatsApp? Arjun and Navya and Yuvraj. Okay, so these are the required hardware and software requirements for installing LoadRunner. Now, when you I will share the trial version with you, and how to download this trial version is, if you are already having an official email ID, yes, you can register or email. So I prefer, if you already have an email ID, I prefer you to register with Micro Focus or this LoadRunner to download by yourself. So if you don't have, that requires an official email ID, right? You cannot register with Gmail or Yahoo or any of this public Gmail IDs. You need an official Gmail ID if you want to download the trial version from the LoadRunner website. Okay, so Google search for LoadRunner 2023 download, and here you can see LoadRunner Professional free trial, right? And you can go to this website and you can register yourself if you are having an official email ID. Clear, guys? And if you don't have any, like observe here, they are asking business or student email. Of course, student emails are also, previously they used to support, university emails. However, from last year onwards, they are not supporting those student emails also. We need an official email ID or business email ID to register with the website. And those who are not having that official email ID, I will be sharing the trial version to you. Clear, guys? Once you confirm your joining, I will be sharing that to you. Right now, once you install LoadRunner, so you will get 3 components installed on your machine. So let me, sorry guys, my desktop is very clumsy. So date modified, sort with date modified. Yeah. So if you see here, once you install LoadRunner, you will get these 3 components installed on your system. These 3 components: virtual user generator and controller and analysis. So we'll start with the virtual user generator. This is the component used for scripting to generate the script. And then this component is used for test executions. And this analysis component will be used for analyzing the test results. So this is the purpose of each of these components, guys. Okay. And we so I heard that, some training institutes, encourage or they install tool on, training institute guys will install the tools on students' laptops. But I recommend you to get hands-on, to make your hands dirtier by trying it installation on your own. Then only, if required in your organization, you will be able to install it. Clear, guys? So when you install LoadRunner, you get these 3 components: LoadRunner Vision, controller, and analysis component. And load generator also, of course, you get this load generator also, load generator agent also, along when you install this LoadRunner software on your machine. And as I mentioned before, so LoadRunner provides 1-year trial version. From 2023 onwards, they are providing 1-year trial version. Previously, they used to provide unlimited trial version. And from 2023 onwards, they are providing 1-year trial version with 50 user load. That means when you are doing, if you want to do performance testing for any application using trial version, you can go up to 50 user load only. Clear, guys? You can execute a performance test with 50 user load using LoadRunner. So that is one limitation that we have, as this is a licensed tool. So there is no escape. But if you are, if you are using JMeter, yes, as it is an open source tool, you can execute test with, if your system supports, or you can execute up to 5,000 or 10,000 users comfortably. If your system supports, your system configuration supports, right? And then if you still want to execute more than that, you have BlazeMeter option. Clear, guys?
Yeah, clear.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now these are the 3 components that you see on your desktop, and you also get a LoadRunner, load generator agent also. When you install LoadRunner, you'll also get a LoadRunner agent, a LoadRunner agent software. So you can see here, so search for LoadRunner, right? And these are the different software that get installed when you install LoadRunner on your system. LoadRunner license utility, IP wizard, agent process, agent service, agent configuration, etc., etc. There will be a set of tools that will be installed on your machine when you install this LoadRunner trial version, even trial version or licensed version on your machine. Clear, guys? So, however, before trying to install LoadRunner, update your Windows operating system and then attempt to install LoadRunner on your machine. And also make sure that you have at least 8 GB RAM on our system. Otherwise, it will be very slow. It will work, but it will be very slow. Any queries, guys? I'll take a pause here. I'll take your silence as no. And shall we stop it here, guys, for today? We'll
Yes.
continue tomorrow.
Yeah, Pawan.
Okay. So I'll explain tomorrow. I'll explain the different components, right? And then what is the load testing process. And then, so we'll start LoadRunner installation. We will follow this plan. So I'll do introduction. Introduction is done now. And then we'll install LoadRunner on your machine. I will share the LoadRunner software to you once you confirm your joining. And then I'll give a demo on like how to record a script, how to generate a LoadRunner script. Okay. So if you just want to have a demo, so yes, you can join the demo, live demo, wherein I'll show you how do we generate a script on LoadRunner, and then you can confirm your joining. Okay. If you are, if you are not confident, or if you are not, 100% sure that, about your joining, you can still attend, couple of demo sessions and see how do we generate a script using LoadRunner tool. Clear, guys? And we are planning to run this LoadRunner as an evening batch. I also want, like your preferred timings, guys. So right now we are planning like, this batch from 7:30 to 8:30, right? We can adjust this timing slightly by half an hour, plus or minus half an hour. That's it. So please ping me your preferred time as well. Okay.
It's okay for me, Pawan. This is Monica.
Okay. 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. is fine.
Yeah.
And else, like, who are having some conflicts with your office meetings or something, we'll try to adjust, of course, we have to go with majority people convenient time. We'll try to adjust those timings by plus or minus half an hour. So that means like 7:30 to 8:30 or 8 to 9, right? Not beyond that, not beyond 9. So after 9, it's dinner time, and I don't prefer the timings after 9.
Sure.
So Pawan,
Yeah.
now you have started the evening sessions. Like tomorrow morning also, is it necessary for us to attend, or will it be only the evening classes for us now?
No, you can attend the morning session also till we complete those performance testing fundamentals.
Oh, is it? Okay, thank you, Pawan.
Yeah. So you can
On morning timings, can you please?
guys, yeah, morning times. Yeah. So let me explain that. So right now, till this month end, we are having sessions from 9 to 10 a.m. wherein I am covering performance testing fundamentals. From October 2nd onwards, from next month onwards, October 1st is Sunday, right? So we'll have sessions from Monday to Saturday, no session on Sunday. So from Monday onwards, so like we will be following these timings, 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. for JMeter. So we already decided to continue with JMeter in the morning batch and LoadRunner in the evening batch. So this is already confirmed. And guys, before you leave, so if you have any friends or relatives who are looking to step into IT, right? So please refer them and get up to 5,000 referral amount. Okay. For training and placement, by the way. So if they opt for training and placement, you will get a referral amount of up to 5,000. Clear, guys?
Okay, got it.
And we are planning classroom training, it's almost fixed in Amirpet. So we are, it's almost, confirmed in Amirpet. Yeah. So online, and it will be both online and offline. We will, like as I mentioned here. So the training will be offered as both online and offline, as I mentioned here. Okay. And I still did not get Gmail IDs of few new participants, guys. All right then. So if you don't have any other queries, guys, before we close for today.
No, sir. Please update this YouTube link, sir, for today's class.
Yeah, I need your preferred timings also. Is everyone fine with this 7:30 to 8:30 timings?
So 8 to 9 is okay.
Yes, it's fine for me. 7:30 to 8:30.
Okay. Yeah. All right then. So I am closing the meeting. So thanks for joining with such a short notice, and subscribe and turn on all notifications, guys. Otherwise, you will not get updates on the new batches as well as free demo sessions. And please save my WhatsApp number. So like we are using a CRM application for sharing the Zoom meeting ID daily, right? So you will not get those notifications unless until you share you save this WhatsApp number. Okay. And thanks for joining, and good night.